guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Delaney. I love thrifting, home decor, my cats, plants, all the good stuff, and welcome to my channel. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I haven't said that little beginning blurb in a while, and I just realized it, so I wanted to say it, bring it back. I'm excited because today's video I'm going to be doing a little thrift haul. I feel like I haven't been finding that many good things at the thrift store in my hometown. In my last video you guys saw, I found a ton of really good stuff when I was on vacation in Florida and I couldn't bring it all home. But I went thrifting this week and I found some really good stuff and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. As I mentioned in previous videos as well, I'm kind of changing up my home style a little bit to be, I've always loved neutrals, but I'm kind of just adding in more neutrals and some more textures, a little bit more vintage and some pottery, ceramics, things like that. And as I go, I'm gonna kind of like give you guys some of my inspo pics of why I picked these things up, as well as I got 3 things that I'm going to try to DIY, and I will show you guys like my inspo for that. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to DIY them in this video. I might try. It's just hard because it's winter here and some of it requires spray painting and stuff, and I guess I can do that outside. I don't know, it's just gonna be a little bit more tricky, so I'm gonna have to figure out the best way to paint and stuff. It is only like 20 degrees and snowy here, so we'll see. I don't know, might do a DIY, but maybe not. But I have everything over here on my table, so let me just go through it all with you guys. Okay, hopefully the lighting is gonna be okay. I'm surrounded by windows, so it may change a little bit. But I'm going to show you a thrift haul first, and I went to 2 different stores and I spent $30 total. So that gives you an idea of roughly how much I paid for each item. But here we go. First thing, and I did go to a couple, like I went to a discount store in our town. I went to TJ Maxx and I went to an antique store, which I'll tell you where each of those things are from. But first up, thrift haul, that was all $30. First thing I got are these 2 books. I didn't really pay attention to the titles because I don't really intend on reading them, but they are just so stinking pretty. They're both like a creamy white linen. This one has like a speckling in it, which I really like. And then this one is kind of like a rose gold writing, and this one is a gold writing. I just thought that these would be really cute for styling shelves. I have not been letting myself buy home decor from regular stores like Target or TJ Maxx or anything like that, because I've been trying not to buy stuff because we don't even have a house yet. We've been house hunting. This week is our first week we've been house hunting, and there's been 0 luck so far. So I'm trying to take it slow, trying to save our money for big furniture pieces that we have to buy. So I'm trying to only thrift home decor because it's so cheap. But yeah, I did go to a couple other stores and got a couple things. Next up, I absolutely love this pillow. It's got some fringe on this side. It's like a cream, but also I guess it's gray. It kind of looks like taupey gray to me, but I just really like it. It's that material of like a vintage rug. I don't think that this pillow is vintage, and here's the back of it. I don't think that this pillow is vintage, but it is super cute. And like I said, all this stuff was only 30 bucks for everything, so I'm really happy with it. And then also included in the $30, I got a lampshade, 2 canvases, and a pot. And those are all in the garage. Those are what I want to DIY, so I will show you guys those too. Next up, I got this little pottery vase. I just thought it was really cute. I really like the shape of it, and I just picture something like this on a shelf, and how simple and pretty is that? I love it so much. You guys know from my last house, I absolutely love decorating shelves, so definitely going to be using a lot of this on some shelves in our next house. It's been kind of discouraging because usually when you're thrifting, you find something and you're like, oh my gosh, I love this, I'm gonna put this here in my house. Well, I don't really have a house. So I may love something, but sometimes I haven't been picking it up because I'm like, I don't know if I'm even gonna have shelves in my next house, but I will. I'm gonna just start picking up things that I like because I'll probably never find them again. Next up is just this white vase. I really like it. You can buy textured spray paint to add texture to it, which I might do because it's kind of, I mean, I really like the shape. That's why I picked it up. But I think some texture on this would be really pretty. You could also DIY texture on it. There are so many like DIY textured vases out there right now, which I'm gonna try on an item that I'm gonna show you later. Next up is this little crock. It's just a tiny one. Here's the bottom, has some writing. I really like the color of it. My plan for this is very specific, but you guys will probably want to know how I'm gonna style it. My plan for this is to put this by my sink and put sponges in it, or have you seen those little brushes that just have the brush on the end and then a wood piece that you hold like this? That would fit perfectly in here. I think that would be really cute. If not, you could use this for tons of different things. Even just on a shelf would be cute, but crocks are usually expensive, so I was excited to find that, even though it's a little one. Okay, the last two items from my thrift haul that are in here, the other ones are out in the garage, are two things that I want you guys to keep an open mind about. It's very different from my usual style, but I will put up an inspo picture here so you guys can kind of get an idea of why I picked these up. I've been looking for a lot of vintage prints lately with wood frames. More specifically, I've been looking for landscape prints. It is hard to find, but I thought these two were really pretty, so I picked them up. It's gonna be interesting to see how I like these colors in my space because I'm not normally that big of a color gal, but I'm gonna try it out. First one is this really, really pretty one. It's framed wood and then it's just kind of like a muted, I think this is a remake of a Van Gogh print, but I just thought it was really pretty, very vintage looking. And again, I'll put a picture here for my inspo so you guys can kind of get an idea. Next is this really pretty print. I don't know anything about it. I should probably look it up. Oh, it says from an original oil painting. So maybe this is a remake, I'm not really sure, but it's this really pretty one. I absolutely love the florals. Again, this is a lot of color and I don't normally use color, but I'm gonna try it out and just see it in the space whenever I eventually get to decorate. I'm really excited for the next house because you guys are gonna get to see a lot of decorating videos and I think it'll be really fun. But kind of like the inspo pic, you could hang these stacking on top of each other, or maybe one with a different frame, put these two other places. I don't know, I'm sure I'm gonna find a use for them. Okay, I will show you the other things that I got from thrifting after I show you the rest of this, just because they're all in the garage. But the next three items, one is from an antique store, one is from a discount store, and one is from TJ Maxx. So this first one is, again, this is not a colorway that I would normally gravitate towards, but this was just so stinking pretty. It's a handmade pottery piece. It's from the antique store. It was $10, which I thought was a pretty good price for an antique piece. I don't plan on paying up for a lot of my decor just because I know I can find what I want thrifted, which is really nice, but this one was really pretty and I really like the shape. Again, I don't use like a lot of blue in my space, so we're gonna try it out, but I just absolutely love the shape and I loved the handmade uniqueness of it, so we will try that out. This next thing is kind of weird, but I got it at a discount store. They sell like discontinued like Target and sheets and like tons of home decor, but I got this for $5 and it is this little tiny lamp. Here's my head for perspective. Here is this vase for perspective. It is so stinking tiny, but I will show you guys my inspo picture here. I've seen a lot of people use little vases like this. First of all, I just love the shape. I think it's really, really cute. But I've seen a lot of people use vases like this in their kitchen, which I think is a little bit like non-traditional and really cute, but also on shelves, like on top of some books, I think would be really pretty. And that one's just such a good, unique size. I don't think I'd ever be able to thrift one that small. So I wanted to pick it up, and since it was only $5, felt like I couldn't go wrong. And then the last thing, other than the stuff in the garage, is this pillow. Let's see, there we go, it'll focus. All right, I got this at TJ Maxx, and it is this beautiful textured, it almost feels like linen-y textured pillow. And these stripes, I don't know how well you can see, are like a light tan color. And then the back is a beautiful texture as well. I just thought that this was amazing. It's really big, really comfy. I think that this is probably a 20 by 20, or no, it's probably bigger than that. It's probably like a 24 by 24, which is a really good size. I was really hoping to find, excuse me, I was really hoping to find 2 of these, but I did not, so one will be fine. And I paid $25 for this, which is a lot compared to the fact that I just got everything at the thrift store for $30, but I think it's really, really pretty. And look how good these look together. Sorry, the lighting's kind of bad, but I just think that these muted colors look so good together, and I just think that these will be so pretty on a couch or something. Please excuse the lighting, but I'm in the garage. I want to show you some of the other things that I picked up to DIY. Again, this was all part of the thrift haul, all for $30, so I got so much stuff. First up is this giant lampshade. I really love the shape of it, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's a really pretty cream linen-y texture. And again, I will put an inspo picture up on the screen so you guys can see the look that I'm going for, but I think you guys will really like it. It's very like Studio McGee inspired. I know Target's been selling a lot of them, but obviously for a lot cheaper, getting it at the thrift store. Next, again, keep an open mind. I'm gonna show you the inspo picture, and that's why this is my DIY section. But I got this absolutely hideously painted lamp base. It is like a ceramic, but what I really loved about it is the texture. Ignore that hideous green. I just think it's really, really pretty, has great texture, and I think that if I painted that cream and put this lampshade on it, it would just absolutely look amazing. Maybe with some hints of brown in it. I'm not really sure, but you guys will get the idea from my inspo pictures. And then the next thing I got is this really pretty, I almost said vase, frame. It is like a light wood. I don't really love how it's kind of orangey, but as you can see, it's got a really cool like grooved texture. So I just thought that this would be really pretty painted. Don't hate me for painting wood, but it's just too orangey for my liking. So I'm gonna paint that and try to transform that. Next up, I will put an inspo picture on the screen, but I got this vase. I'm gonna change the color obviously, but I just really liked the shape, and I think by adding texture to it and painting it, it will look super, super good. I love the size of it. It's really, really nice. Okay, lastly, these are both hideous as they are now, but I got these at Goodwill, and they didn't go together, but they just happened to be the exact same size canvas, which I just got really lucky with, because I feel like it's really hard to find 2 of the exact same size canvases together at a thrift store. And again, I've said this so many times, but I'm gonna put the inspo pic on the screen here to show you guys what I'm going for. I'm gonna do kind of like a texture on it, and here's what they look like right now. They are actually pretty big. This one's upside down. They're actually pretty big, but they're the exact same size, and I just think side by side on a wall that it's going to look absolutely amazing, and I really can't wait to try to DIY these. So the plan is to paint them both white kind of as a base, and then to do some texture with some spackling over it, and then depending on how that dries, paint it or spray paint it or something, so they're just all white with texture. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna be doing the DIY in this video. I might, it just depends, but if not, I'll definitely film the whole process maybe for another video. But here are some of the supplies I got. I just got some white paint, some spackling. It's just white spackling, already pre-mixed, ready to go. I just got 2 tubs of that. I got some putty knives for that. I got some paintbrushes. I got just some white spray paint. And then this is what I was talking about. This is just a textured spray paint. So you can see there, it's all that texture. So this is just like to spray on after you've already sprayed the object, because it just adds some nice texture. So I'm excited to try that out. Painter's tape. And then I got some paint here, focus, just some white and some brown, which I think I'm gonna mix to kind of make a tan, and maybe try that out on the vase or the lamp. All right, this is where we're at for now. The picture frame and both the canvases are painted. I need to figure out my design with the spackle, because if my design's gonna cover the whole thing, then I probably don't need to paint it again. Maybe the edges. So I might paint these a second coat, I'm not sure. And then the vase and the lamp. Both of those I just needed basically like a primer on them. Like I just needed them to be white, and then I'm doing spackling over it, which I will probably show you guys. So those are not perfect by any means, and it was really hard to spray paint outside in the freezing cold, but we got it done. And now I'm just gonna let these dry probably overnight. It's like 5 p.m. and then yeah, I'll pick back up the camera when I start again. Hey guys, it has been a couple days since I filmed last, and please don't hate me, but I've not done any more of the DIY stuff. I pretty much left it at what you guys saw last. I just have been kind of busy and didn't really feel like finishing it, so I haven't messed with it, but I will do it. I have time, and I'll definitely show you guys in another video for sure, so stay tuned for that. Sorry that you don't get to see the full transformation in one video. I'm just not that big of a DIY person, just for this reason, because I never am motivated to finish it really, but I'll get it done and I'll show you guys. But before I close out this video, I did go thrifting. Today's Sunday. I went thrifting on Friday, and I got a couple things, so I wanted to show you. I got this incredible mirror. You have to keep an open mind. It's very vintagey, but I'm trying to mix in some more vintage pieces in my next house as well, and I just think it would be really cute. So I'll show you that, and I'll show you a couple other things. If you guys hear something, my husband is downstairs playing video games, so that's what that is. Still in my PJs, just having a really cozy snow day Sunday. Yeah, so let me just show you the stuff I got. Okay, just a small pile here. I got 4 more shirts to sell that are already at my office, so I don't have those to show you, but I got this basket. I think I'm gonna sell it. It's super cute. I think this would look amazing on a wall. I've never seen a basket like this before, so I thought that was really cool. I got this for myself. It is just it will be oversized. I think it's a XL, and it's just a 1/4 zip little fleece. I just thought this would be really cute to wear with leggings and like my Ugg boots. All about the comfort when it's cold out. And then I got these vintage little chunky Y2K shoes. I've told you guys so many times, I always pick those up. And then last, before I show you the mirror, I got this basket. I just thought it was really cute. It's really big and substantial and not kind of like flimsy like other ones. I don't usually love baskets with handles personally, but I don't know, something about this one I just really liked. I think it'd be really cute with a plant in it. Okay, lastly, I got this incredible mirror. I absolutely love the light wood tone. You can tell it's super old. It does have some of, I don't know what that's called, but older mirrors do it where like the shininess comes off, but I like that. I think it adds character, and it was only $3. I don't know if you can see that, which is such a steal. Could not pass that up. And yeah, it just has a ton of character. I think it's super, super pretty. I think this would be really great in an entryway because it has this shelf so you could put keys on it or a little basket. And I do think it would be really cute like if you put like a tiny little olive tree or like some sort of plant on it. I think it would be really, really cute. All right, and that's it for today's video. I hope that you liked all of my thrift finds and the projects I'm going to be DIYing. Let me know down below if you guys can see my vision, if you think they have potential, or if you just think I'm a crazy person. But I'll definitely be showing you guys those DIYs when I finish them, probably in a next video. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that you have a great week. Bye guys!